пьешь сразу после закипения.
What happens next? The next step of the plan is gonna be I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? Ooh, what happens next? The next step of the plan is gonna be awesome. What happens next? The next step of the plan is gonna be awesome. Oh, oh, um, What happens next?
Всем привет, с вами Нафиса, вы на моем канале. Всем приятного просмотра, мне хороших игр.
Phlogiston engraving is quite...
Тут новые предложения. О, это что новое? Симуляция операции Ливень. Осталось 11 дней в одном гоночка фонтейна турнира. Члены своего патруля по охранению и наблюдению организовали новую настольную военную игру. Продемонстрирует свои тактические способности. О, это новая какая-то. Давайте это выполним сегодня. Так, в принципе, помимо этого, погодите, помимо этого, тут было просрочиться некоторые другие задания. Вот 3 дня осталось на эту. Без этого на ХП останемся, если его сейчас не сделаем. Так, пойду я лучше это сделаю. А то в течение 3 дней еще зайду или нет.
Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi. Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup. Pretty shocking. But it's still Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Huh? What?
Не хочется, но я хочу сказать, что...
Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
Так и знала, что слышу знакомые голоса. Это же поймание написано. О, убила. Убила. Голодного хомяка убила. Кусачего. Летающего. Хомячка. Прибралась ко мне домой, сука. Они спать не дадут ночью.
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a Saurian meat restaurant and the eunuchs getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious. Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for. If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
Huh? Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some?
Sure they do. For instance, there wasn't, considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods. But in reality, the goods in question, rest assured, no Saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, I appreciate your kind invitation.
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not?
Звуки, которые пойманские, она меня раньше бесила.
Charlotte never stops, does she?
Вот это еще пользовали.
Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing
Вот это.
that popped out before. Or was it a how? Kinda looked like a how, but at the same
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Блин, спать хочется постоянно так. Сижу, время
what's
трачу.
up with him? Like, he's still no
Could be.
Когда пожелаю играть, заходить.
Not
И как только
acclimatizing?
захожу, и спать захочу.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
Would he?
There's nothing. Apparently, it's forbidden to release fly.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But that said, it's pretty annoying. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is, so let me lead the way. looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Yeah,
Какая
it was still
красивая.
completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no, no, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away. Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's the Lepine Pauline. That's right, the unlucky one. Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of... I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontaine...
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief.
Nope! I might be inviting...
Huh? Ha! Look at you! If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on!
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who are you calling Gizmoid?
Wow! That's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget.
Mass production! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient...
What? Heavens above!
Ah, idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You'd think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, see that? That's what I call... Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord. Navia, don't you...
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they?
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that... honestly, thank heavens! I couldn't wait a moment longer. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would...
Sorry, traveler. I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a
Huh?
That's right. The one, and after much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of... Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also...
It's been a while since we last met. By the way, Miss Lepine Pauline...
Not exactly. By chance, thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent...
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lepine Pauline. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking... It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with you.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were.
Well, as everyone needs to eat, so thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to look over there.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in.
Well, I'm sold.
You little.
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, it didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first, but I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check. And, as it turned out, there was...
Wow, that's a dangerous.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What are the
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little. Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts. Why
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you...
It's a bit hard to describe. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something...
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but and it certainly could shoot as well, too.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate. Please, don't mind me.
I should be the one thanking you.
Don't mention it. Besides...
Not at all. Oh, dear. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct. It's most like based on my experience. It might, given why I came here. Don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this? Out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. Time is of the essence. So I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions. Perfect. Then we can head out, or if you want to catch up with your friends first.
Oh,
Bro!
are you Mim?
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Aoife!
Huh? I'm guessing.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First,
Oh, stop it.
wasn't expecting to see.
Come on, Eve.
Huh?
A traveler, by definition, is...
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic.
Why, you're all here, of course.
For vegetables.
Kakuku. Huh?
I'll go first. It's for the...
It's Cheval.
Ah, right. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival rests...
So, you got.
He is. It's his first time
Even though it's your first...
Right. But they still picked me to accompany.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so...
Wait, what? So see? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out.
Meaning everyone looks after you.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over.
Paimon's not sure who. So, what about Cuckoo? If he was here, we'd be.
Aoife, there's not... You're a big boy.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, suffice it to say, Kakuku.
How so?
Let me guess.
Bro,
Not me.
Oh, so that's why he hasn't interrupted.
That
Nice one.
Oh no, bro.
If they had managed that, but when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew in. I wouldn't be surprised if there was...
Wait, that one?
Yup, that's the one. Kakuku, sure. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about, left, right, and center.
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's
For real now?
Of course I'm for real.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, but our priority right now should be to go in there.
Leave it to us.
You sure?
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Nothing new there. What's all that commotion?
No way, bro!
Did he say he came from Natlan?
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a friend, yeah. A Saurian friend.
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur
For real?
Traveler. Was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Nervalette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman...
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's, please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But should we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh, wow! Oh, no!
I believe he said... Or rather, I suppose he meant that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask...
Sure thing, bro!
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to...
Yes. Let me fill you in.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! It must be all that practice.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband...
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the We should begin by questioning Wriothesley.
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
That would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this...
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you...
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any...
Marvelous. Thank you all. Well then, all that's left is to...
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected... Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's...
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Cook... And, following on from our conversation just now, drafting said agreement may take...
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we'd better get going.
What's the situation? How bad is it? Oh no. When I saw that Kakuku wasn't with...
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku... Sometimes you just have to let...
For real now?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still...
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring.
As for the bad news, well, Kakuku accidentally overheard some. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be...
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be...
What a shame. Oh well.
You don't look disappointed in the...
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Yay! Problem solved! Alright, let's...
Чего? 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 Бля, вот это задание очень долгие, ёпта. Когда я все это пройду. Ой, хорошо, вот этого прологизма прошло. Ой, что мне теперь делать? Когда конец? Формовкой. Славой, пожалуйста, выполните сначала. Локация используется в другом задании. Включи журнал задания, чтобы
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind
Ёбаный,
where we go,
ёбаный,
as long as I have my friends with me.
ёбаный, Павел мне послал. Ёбаный. Где это форма послал? Где? Вот это? Поговорите на Ви. Может быть это. Вот он. Два задания на одно время. Только что я от нее мы убежали мимо, все равно и не вернулись. Бля, это задания очень долгие. Про каких-то, блин,
Get
споров,
lost, Monica!
блядь.
I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake.
Почему
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No,
Может быть, я не доделывала тот раз. Может
Wait!
быть, это продолжение того
Who do you think you
момента.
are?
Надеюсь,
So, you're
скорее,
bringing
или
back-
начало. Блядь, это похоже на начало. Почему так? Я же вроде прошла.
Savannah,
эти задания.
is this how you always treat your staff?
Эу, не
My
помню,
staff
где я
is right.
проходила. Похоже
I'm the one in
такое.
charge.
Of course. How
Неужели
you
в
run your
другой
kitchen is none of our
аккаунте?
Overworked.
Я
But
думала, я
Flamand
в этом
can...
аккаунте
Monica,
прошла
back in-
его.
Huh?
Just
Оказывается,
do
в
as you're
другом.
told, and not on.
Это начало, блядь. Это тот задание, которое я вам сразу показала, сказала, что
Sorry.
очень долгое.
Looks like I've dragged you into some
вот
drama.
оно.
Her name is Savannah. Ever since she took the
споры,
job,
судьи
she's been
для
in...
этого
One guy was
выносения.
so...
I'm sorry.
Это
I'm
очень
sorry.
долгое.
At his family's request, Savannah is
мне
at our
избавиться
next
от
sod,
температуры?
and that's why I'm...
Oh,
Без
shoot!
неё я на
Oh,
другое
no,
задание не
not at all,
перейду,
Paimon.
значит.
And besides... Yeah, meaning...
Paimon will join you.
Oh, guys, it's fine. A really famous chef. Sorry to interrupt.
Планов на
This is a
сегодня
small tip.
прозила не
Monica's the
было.
one apologizing?
Our head chef has been a little...
All right.
Thank
Что
you for
просто
understanding.
пролистать.
A little highly strung, huh?
Жалко.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone...
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always...
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Huh?
Они еще еду
Hold on, there's something...
готовят,
Find...
друг другу угощают, хвастаются.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Похвалу друг другу говорят.
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Потом еще что-то делают.
Yeah.
Мне опять на это место надо бежать. Тут. Музыку ли поставить? Скучно прям. Матери. Watch out. Ух. Ой, блин.
Hey, everyone, we're here! Oh, hey, my little dudes! Good morning! Oh, wow! Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here! Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm... Kukuku's not the only one.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly...
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brain, he was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do scarred face? On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast-going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this. Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security. So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, They finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has...
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said this elusive individual's actions are...
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should...
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung...
I just remembered a film I watched this one.
Huh? Oh, wow, no.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been when they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim...
That doesn't merely happen in films. In fact, if anything, it's probably...
So
Wait. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, does that mean they executed?
I agree. I know selling off stolen goods is extra. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead? And speaking of selling stolen...
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at...
Exactly. And it was the location itself that... The last thing they would have expected was for a... Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet...
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if... And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us.
Ah, so that's what you meant by... In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet. Speaking of pets...
Get out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to... Furthermore, it has been...
You're the best, bro. Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring...
I shall leave him in your capable hands. Indeed.
What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich!
Ugh. Oh, nice.
Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free.
Ugh, not you again.
Hey, other granny. And hey, Paimon and Kanich. It's good to...
Get it away! Get it away from me! Nice to meet you, bro. Who are you calling bro?
If you've got the energy, let's go find something to eat.
Poor how.
Aoife, as a sort...
Huh?
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how...
Don't lose hope, Ahau. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement.
Same standard?
That's right. You won't. As far as I...
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again?
Yeah.
Also, there's no such...
Anyway, thanks for looking at...
Why you? Between the two, Kukuku wins the cuteness competition hands down. Ah, really? Wait, who are the other contestants? Lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Faster? Okay, faster. Let's go somewhere cooler. One, two, breathe. 3, 4, and faster? Okay, faster.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess that... Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Good day, all.
What in the Tevat are are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kukuku's owner?
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
Somehow For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door-knocking etiquette?
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the
Oh, I see. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
So, Auroran, you said you were here?
Yeah, so...
For real now? Oh, come on, bro. Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who locked?
No, it belongs to...
So it belongs...
Of course not. All right then. So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he used. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone... But apparently he used to work here and was...
You didn't manage to keep that...
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mer...
Yes, at least I assume so. We were about to refuse.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh, no. Oh, maybe he already took off it.
No way. I'm not...
Huh?
He's not going anywhere.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Eve... Time to catch that con man and find out...
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon. You're
we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching and see...
If so, then picking Auroran to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich... Oh, and of course, we'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
I think this plan is worth a try.
So, I have to go under...
Well, not exactly undercover.
Roger that. Over and out.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here. Auroran has entered the elevator as planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroran's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza. Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
The heck are you on about?
Sorry, but he's not my pet. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now.
Sure thing, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was...
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it. But I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken...
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord, my...
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you...
Are you trying to get him to...
how'd you know?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
Enough.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just...
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia
No, I mean, yes, of course they do.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item, well, we've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, that was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself. Of course, it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live. Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr...
Please, just call me Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films? Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, a trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage. But on the bright side, you still have one chance.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself.
Oh, I see.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you. All right, take the box, but leave your ID and... As for you two... Protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you...
Such a hassle, bro!
See? Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut, or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair. In that case, I understand.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then it's settled. Thanks for your help. Boy, am I glad that's over. That's a...
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
So basically, we hold off until our
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over... On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers. So, if you ask me, his every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morishose Phantom on the situation. When that time comes, we will be relying on...
We'll be waiting for the good news!
Еще 2 дня ждать.
Where do you want? If you'd like.
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! No time to waste! Let's head out! Everyone! We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began...
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevrolet of the
We'll trust your instincts, then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoff. It would be easy if... All right, no more jokes. But, well, I have a feel. To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first, but still, I'm guessing you'd like... Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just...
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't Of course. There are still a lot of unanswered questions. Plus, I'm already a witness.
That's the Kenichi.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. And rooting for you.
All right. I'll head over to the venue now. Ahao's been harping on for days now. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day. Traveler, Paimon's getting kinda hungry.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty.
Won't you stay and drink it?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
You lousy swine!
Stop right there!
Oh, look! A surprise performance! Wow! How lucky we are!
After him!
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere. Quick! Don't let him get away!
Be careful!
Amazing!
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow,
All right, that's a wrap. Unbelievable! You can't just...
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way...
Why, you... Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natland too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if it isn't standing together. And our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have
Something wrong?
I don't believe a word. Wriothesley had you just about figured.
A gambler? Me?
First of all, you've been keeping tabs on the gun. On top of that.
Huh? What kind... I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want... How? Here's your chance.
Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natland. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course, I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for. Isn't that right? Many thanks.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord. Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Don't worry. I'm fine.
Little Kaniche, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kaniche, aren't ya? Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and
What are you on about? Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far, we should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Traveler Kaniche, you're back! We just saw Chevron's taking the criminal away! So after... Oh, also, Ryslin, apparently the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into a... Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about. Hey, it's not like you to give... Make sure you pick the best shots of Pime. Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that. Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
If you say so.
Poor little Kaniche. No one was there to pat him on the head, so he went off to cry all on his own. For real now? Seems more likely that Ahau was the one crying. Hey! You little...
To be honest, at the moment, I've got no... Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably... So, I guess I'll be sticking around...
with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying. Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? No problem. We'll be... Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew? It's time, dear partner, and as I mentioned, of course, we, for our part, handle
Long term we spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you? Anyway, first... The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides, we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously. That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks during each designated period. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this required, so it's our job to allocate as we attract more guests, which will allow us...
So, which means we kind of like playing chess or... Paimon thinks she just about gets it. Yep, come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guide.
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people. And there's gonna be a wide range of exciting activities for people. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble. And others might pick up dangerous props to avoid confusion. We need to create a
Wow, if we're the first ones to test, but if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on...
hopefully it goes without saying that I also wanted you to...
Oh, those are...
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. You're in... All right, then. Let's start with... both of you seem even...
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but...
Great job, Paimon. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets. Where budgets have allowed, of course.
Out of their own pocket?
That's right. While the cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already... Take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalmoran, for instance. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image. Using the highest... These cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention along... Sounds irresistible, right? After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily. Not for... The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse, the bet...
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Still... the same logic applies to the Chevalmoran film fan. Once we finish the standard, there's plenty of work. There's a recruitment section on the... Once assigned,
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's just... Don't hold everyone up to your own... Alright, time to review... Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do. In any case, with this, the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland is now running a theme park is a long-term project. We're just about done with our current work setup, so... Well, the numbers might not look that Building on this momentum, to draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine. She'll be performing.
So, is there...
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience. Ingredients?
Hey there, Escoffier!
Oh, my employer's the president of the Spina di Rosula.
I'd say that if anyone here was
I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme.
This is the business strat, but this isn't just imagine, Paimon.
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strap based on research by a certain food, so give me some inspiration. Now then, give me your hand. A war. Your hands are calloused from... A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength. All right, let's find out what I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs, the mint extract in the sea, but if you ask me,
the artisan?
As I'm sure you've noticed, as their bosses, who knows, the morale boost might even improve it.
Oh? For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot. I'll prepare some side dishes.
That's a great idea! You really live up to. Looks like these themed dishes are. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level.
We should be able to attract more customers by upgrading the stall, don't you think?
That's right. An attraction will reach its ideal revenue. When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees or invest funds in trade. That should be everything. Looks like you've pretty much mastered how to run this park.
Huh? Have we really? Thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you. I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary prospect the first time I mentioned it, huh? But don't let that scare you. Just break things down into smaller steps and
Whoa, seeing our own progress has really got Paimon fired up! From here on out, we'll be running the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland together!
love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Ну что же ты? Да, блядь. Ты что делаешь, елки? Да, блядь. Хм. Да, сука, блядь, почему ты переключаешь? Да, сука. Сука, блядь, блядь.
unique aroma. How, there's something if something like this that unique aroma. All right then, I'll just go with the flow.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon than not carrying one at all.
Whoa, is that our hero, the Traveler? Oh, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Mrs. Couffier already told me you were the big boss here, but when I saw you just now, I forgot myself for a moment.
Technically speaking, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland doesn't even have a boss, does it? Isn't it the idea that everyone works together to make it as successful as possible? And then but wait a sec. What?
Well, officially, I'm here to promote my brand. Not long ago, Mrs. Couffier placed an order with me for her restaurant, as she often does.
In her letter, she mentioned after talking it through with now that I'm done with the restaurant's ingredient order.
The thought of enjoying fresh fruit, but with this many
Huh? There's an attraction over there called Movie Masterpieces, right? Some of those films have even been adapted into
So, you're not...
Back in the collective of plenty, when closing time came around, I'd wake up and...
To be fair, that does sound not Fontanian customers. Plus, if you just leave this...
In that case... But I'll need to buy... I promised to bring back some... Oh, and I also wanted to try a few rounds of Movie Masterpieces. After that, I should be able to focus on my business without getting
We might not be locals, but we've explored Fontaine quite a bit. We know our way around.
In that case, give me a moment to get some extra fruit, a price list, and my coin... I get to go shopping with the Traveler! Nice.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's...
Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme, and Master of Precision Gastronomy. As an esteemed guest of the Divine, you deserve the finest cuisine Teyvat has to offer. I hope my work is to your satisfaction. If you have an interest in the culinary arts, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of haute cuisine. I just hope you're mentally prepared for the undertaking. I don't tolerate a quitter.
Если честно, не верила. 2 крутила, не дали. Думала, дай. А 3 думала, ну, дашь или не дашь уже. Не имеет значения. Вот с таким, как бы, вот в душе с такой мнением Последний накрутила, а мне дали. Ой, наконец-то, красавица. Из кофе пятизвездочная. Вот оно что. Теперь мы можем любой из них крутить. У нас еще есть вот здесь сколько. Смотрите, давайте покрутим. Кого еще нам дадут? Нам уже без разницы. Главное, чтобы хороший меч дали. Как раз я их копила и не тратила, не делала лишние шаги, чтобы вот этот момент не испортили даже в этот раз, как обычно. А то годами жду, каждый раз, каждые 3-4 месяца дает не то из-за моей неправильной поступки. А вот сейчас я правильно поступила, только вот крутила ее до последнего. Говно дали. Да и ладно. Подряд говно дали. Дальше. Здесь еще есть одно. Ай, давай последний. Ай, не надо было. Так. Новенький. Из кофе дали. Не, у меня своя красивая. Так. Ну что, пойдемте посмотреть и на ней. Если бы я вот эту девушку крутила, ее тоже дали бы. Скорее всего, новенького хотели. Смотрите, какая прикольная она. Покушала этот. Классно. Мне, кстати, вот это тоже выпал.
Huh?
Ну, пока посмотрим. Чуть позже я его прокачу.
Hey, get out! Cuckoo!
Так, девушка новенькая.
My
Чё? Книги? Охренеть. Ну, смотрите. Кстати, что тут? Ее босс у меня еще не завоевана. Тут я по чуть-чуть проходила. Так. Ну чё, какое оружие ей дадим? Давайте-ка посмотреть, что ей будет правильно. Из кофе. Так. Посох Хомы. Сияющая жатва. Сияющая жатва тоже можно, кстати, отдать ей. У меня и то, и другое есть. Вот хоми тоже есть. Хоми на санскрит. Отдадим ей. Ну, все. Как раз на самом первом очереди стоит. Вот это было бы еще хорошо. Это восстанова. Это хорошее. И восстанова, и сила атаки. А это... Тут шанс крыть и сила атаки. Неплохо. А там и восстанова, и сила, и шанс крыть, да? Было вроде бы вот на этом. Восстанова 30, сила атаки 80 еще. Здесь восстанова. Восстанова для санки это лучше. Оставим так. Так, а какие арты она использует? Угу. Она вообще-то кто? Крио? А сейчас я ей смертельный бой дала, да? Посохома у меня нет. Смертельный бой на 3-м уровне стоит. Ей все-таки, мне кажется, вот это будет лучше. Здесь золотая трупа и заблудевшая. Где она? Их так мало. У меня есть вот на силу атаки. Так. Вот это есть. На силу атака, восстанова, шанс крит. Тоже 15 крио дает, если 2 через 2. А это увеличивает уровень элементальной навыки. Навык на 20, кроме того, на поле боя элементальный навык. Ладно, мы 2 на 2 возьмем. Вот этот. Так. Ух ты, паразит, а. Сила так, 2 есть. Так. мне? Вот это, да, заблудившей метели нужна была. Тут не так уж много. О, что-то дали. Самое нужное. Так, где она? Так. На физурон. Пока что вот это будет. 2 через. Ой, давно не было в этот подземелье. Сотни лет
I
назад.
should take off my hat and let the
Сотни лет
snowflakes fall
назад.
onto my face.
You want me on?
Get out of here!
Что, никто не придет? Так, нам нужен другой отряд.
For justice.
Ready for trial.
I got you, boss.
Почему я стенку не вижу? Вот он.
Just sharpen my spear.
Она изменилась, я ее не узнаю даже в команде. Так много комары, что ли, залетели ко мне. Я сегодня окошко открыто оставляла. Оказывается, так много. Я сижу здесь, столько убила. И еще смотрю, на одной руке 2 штуки прям сели и кусают. Один из них убила только. Янка у меня совсем, что ли?
Nice and spicy.
I'm going in! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Witness the power of the rock. Know my soul.
Bubba, get the boom!
Keep within the law. The law has loopholes.
Кто-то еду готовит. Еще одна летает, надо поймать.
Adventure time. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Eat this! Nice and spicy.
Let me read you a verse. Rain, outline, incinerate. Ha!
Everybody stand back! You're toast! Bubba, get the...
Level the flame. Know my sword.
Бля, зачем ты на защиту даешь? ёбаный тебя побрать, а? Электроурона. Нахрена электроурона нужна? На хп. Ладно, оставлю.
Everybody stand back! Eat this! Nice and spicy!
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Time to act.
Даже я не смогла использовать ямку. Ямка тут не при чем. Вот это мне нужно или? Блять. Какой ты геморройный, а? Пять густой использовала, нихуй дали. Скажем. Нихуй. А, к тебе еще приду, подожди. Подожди. Давно здесь не было, даже не знала, что здесь вот это здоровяк встретит нас.
Only when it snows
Даже
like
не
this
знала.
would I prefer.
А раньше вот сюда ходили группами. Я боялась одна ходить, а сейчас я спокойно вот за долю секунды вздох убиваю. Даже четвертого персонажа не использую.
Let's light it up! Going in! You're toast! Guba, get them!
Witness the power of Guba. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
Boom!
Ой, блядь. Ой. Ты, блин, совсем что ли? Так неплохая.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Вот так, все силы остается на воздухе. Так, мастерство стихии. Скрит уроном. Ой, вот это хорошенький. На защиту дали. Паразиты. На крёхот, блядь.
After frying pan, into the fire! You're toast!
Body and let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Incinerate!
ты сука. На защиту дали. Все. Жалко. Зло и добро, как всегда, стояло рядом. Дали сегодня девушку, обрадовали, но не дали нужные для нее материалы. Хотя бы по чуть-чуть поддержать ее было. Теперь я не знаю, где она. Так, даже среди других ее не узнать. Так. Это на физ стоит, вот это на защиту, блин. Жалко. Физурон. Это тоже защита. И о, блядь. Электроурон. Я вынуждена. А какая должна быть вот средняя у нее? Восстанова. Сила, восстанова, шанс крит. Тут мастерство. Но есть у нее восстанова. Если только единственно вот так взять, надеяться, что вот это прибавит хорошо. Надеюсь. Сколько у меня получается? Вот это надо будет поменять. Так. Крио. Есть восстановой Крио. Вот. Вот этот вот. Поставим вот это. Ну, погоди. Так, цветочка. Нет ли другая с восстановой? Цветочка у нее хорошая, но нет восстанова. Можно просто наплевать. Кстати, поменять тоже не смогу, да? Есть. так побольше. Ну ладно, у нее уже меч на восстанову. Цветок пускай вот это останется. Тут много сил атаки. Крит не дали, суки. Суки. Зато силу дали. Где-то пробито. Лечение. Сука, половину защиту забрал, смотри-ка. Шанс скрыть не подняли. Ладно. Ну что, более-менее вот стало. Дальше продолжим. Потом. Денежки не остались. Ну вот и здесь у нас оп. 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 Много наград. Вот. Не надо было скачивать защита. Это... Где защиту видишь, сразу выбрасывай. Да у меня других нету, я временно поставила ей. Она сама еще только что выбила ее. Не прокачанная. Более-менее, чтобы было сравнение какая-то. Потом я сделаю, конечно. Сейчас нет и мора, нет книги на прокачивание. Нет смолы, и все 0 в 0. Вот. Более-менее я поставила. Я знаю, что некоторые артефакты мне все равно переделывать надо. Когда я переделываю, я знаю, беру вот эту и просто сливаю на него. Допустим. Так что ничего, многого не потеряю, так что не переживайте. Главное, это сейчас, когда у нее характеристика маленькая, чтобы хотя бы артефакты были более-менее. Я для этого. Так что добрый вечер. Это из кофе, да. Кстати, сегодня всего лишь 3 штуки накрутила. В конце, когда я уже покрутила 2 штуки, я думала, 3 тоже будет говно, как предыдущий 2. С такой вот покрутил. А она, смотрю, идет. Круто. Если бы я вот эту на Элку или кто там, на Вию крутила, у нее бы со звезды были бы. Не знаю, она хорошая. Но я решила новенькую. Поскольку я знаю, что вот сегодня последние 2 дары как раз должна прийти. Я знала. Как это? В других аккаунтах у меня другая девушка пришла. Тоже нужную. Но Навию выбила, кстати, в другой. Как раз в команде ее не хватало. А здесь Навия есть, поэтому я новенькую взяла, потому что мало у меня ДД для второго команды, если приходится в бездне собрать, тут не к чем, не с кем. Поэтому я ее взяла. Вот эту девушку я не очень люблю. Каписа, когда ты играть начала? Я 3 года или 4. 4 года. А чё, плохо все? Я же не донатаю. Я не донатаю. И мало играю. Последнее время вообще не играю. Пропускаю много эти примагемы. Многие как я тоже без донат. Ты тоже без донат? Да, я много ошибки делала при накрутке раньше. Поэтому пришли вот ненужные таких вот сидят на 20-ке, на 20-м уровне. Вот у него ниоткуда, блядь, я его вообще не крутила. Он вот пришел вместо кого-то другого, который я хотела крутить, вместо них приходил вообще-то. Вот это тоже случайно вместо кого-то приходил. Вот это приходило случайно. Годы проходят, понимаете? Каждый раз 5-6 месяцев проходит, чтобы одного хорошего выбить для меня. Потому что остальные месяца все выбиваем какие-то говно. Вместо них приходят другие. Вот у него уже третий раз он выпадает откуда-то. Из ниоткуда. Из-за неправильной накрутки. Я ошибки делал со смолой, только не копил слабую смолу. Но я их стараюсь, если, допустим, один день играю, да, если у меня есть, чтобы здесь откладывать, я здесь откладываю 5 штук на следующий день. Следующий день вместе с следующим халявом 200. Я вот так хожу за один раз подземелье какой-нибудь. Кому если какие-то книги или там материалы нужны, я схожу. Сразу, как сегодня. Сначала за 5, которые отложенные, схожу, а потом еще 5 штук возьму и схожу 10 раз. Но я стараюсь их копить каждый раз. Я вот не пускаю пропустить в чайнике, допустим, вот эти халявые. Потому что за них приходит хотя бы либо смола, либо материалы для прокачки артефакта. Поэтому я каждый день стараюсь и здесь забирать. Я коплю несколько дней вот этих камешки коплю. И потом покупаю здесь либо это смола, если есть, вот допустим. Давно стояла, я его не видела, даже сюда, наверное, давно не заходила. И потом вот кидаю остальную вот сюда. Ну вот остальное завтра, послезавтра вот этих 2 как бы материала полностью я закупаю. А сейчас что делаешь? А данный момент в Геншине. А данный момент я сейчас вот эту девушку, план был сегодня вот. И план был сегодня, уже третий день остался, 3 дня осталось выбить вот эту оружие. Я его сейчас выбила. Так, у меня еще один аккаунт остался, где это оружие не выбито. Надо туда заходить до завтра. Тут 3 дня осталось. Там у меня Азия, наверное, тут у Азии есть возможность еще 2 дня дополнительно, когда здесь заканчивается. Через 2 дня там заканчивается, поэтому я его последним прохожу. Но сегодня занималась, допустим, проходить, выбить вот эту оружие. Кстати, я его тоже выбила сегодня. Сейчас покажу. Новый. Вот он. На ХП. У меня есть вот это, кстати. Блин, не знаю, откуда она пришла. Мне кажется, я выбила его на оружиях. Классно. У меня вот это есть, но я не рада. А люди используют его. Я с ним пока что не дружусь. У меня КП такие. Здесь оружие у меня вообще классно. Есть даже лишних вот таких. Я как дура лишние потратила материалы для выкования. Хотя у меня тут, она у меня вот 5 есть. Видите, сколько ошибок я делала. Могла бы эту... Я, допустим, его сейчас продам, допустим, он мне не нужен, как второй меч. Не продам, а пропущу на это расходный материал. Вот это тоже пропускается. Я их пропускаю, не нужно. Потому что он у меня есть уже сделан. Где-то вот он. Одно хватит. Остальных лишних я не коплю, пропускаю. Когда материалы нужны для, как бы, для расхода. Так что тут более-менее научилась я экономить где-то там, копить где-то там, фармить где-то там. И научилась еще в подземельях одна ходить. Научилась. Раньше с друзьями постоянно ходила и всем умоляла, чтобы они со мной ходили. Ждала, время тратила, просила, писала, приглашала. Или там заходила вот через этого, ну, помоги, типа. А сейчас я сижу сама, все. Даже бездну прохожу как следует. Подземелье вот одна прохожу как следует. Более-менее научилась. Времени как много. У меня 3 аккаунта здесь я продвигаю. И стараюсь вот эти ивенты, все примагемы. Вот неделю назад коды примагемов скидывали на Телеграме. Все, где-то 10 штук на халяву. Все я забираю, короче, чтобы потратить. Иногда на онлайн почту захожу, там вытаскиваю там 10-20 или там что-то там есть. Вот. И в чайнике тоже много есть примагемы, где можно выбить. Для него у меня пока что не было времени. А раньше я часто заходила сюда, чтобы выбить этих 20-ки. Тут же за каждое выполненное задание тоже можно заработать. Вот приглашение друзей, допустим, приглашаешь и собираешь их комплект, вот тебе 20-ка. Когда примагема неоткуда было, мы заходили сюда раньше. Здесь много чего делали. Я сейчас поменяла эту карту, поэтому здесь пусто стоит недавно. Поэтому, а так у других у меня уже как бы тут много чего
This
сделано
realm is truly
в
beginning to
чайнике.
thrive. I cannot.
Где-то там могу показать. Вот. Смотрите. Вот сколько я потратила. Видите? Это все сделано внутренние кабинеты. И внутри кабинетах собираешь все вот эти комплекты, выковываешь, собираешь, фармишь деревьев, нужные ингредиенты и выковываешь. И собираешь комплект, все, 20. Туда приглашаешь друзей, они сами с тобой поговорят. После беседы за выполненные задания получаешь 20. Таким образом, раньше оформили, помнишь, у нас были такие пустые времена, когда нужные примагемы неоткуда взять. Это последние 2 года Геншин старается каждой неделе нам выпихать всякие, да, пустые бывали, что где взять, мы все обсуждали. А сейчас данные вот эти, этот, ивентов некогда выполнять, чтобы...
If you ever have
Некогда,
any
блядь,
questions
чисто
about the
некогда.
realm,
На 2 работе туда бегаешь, сюда бегаешь, стирки все, он полно, блядь, лежит, а я сижу, блядь, играю. Чтобы продвинуть хоть где-то, куда-то, хоть чего-то. Так что вот такие дела, мой хороший. У вас как дела? Нормально. Понятно, я рада за вас. Я еще перед началом стрима смотрела у одной другой девушки прохождение Elden Ring. Она Elden Ring, оказывается, полностью прошла. И она проходит, как это, DLC. Во, нашла. DLC проходила. Интересно просто сидеть. Вот, посмотрела, время потратила. А теперь у меня здесь не хватает времени, чтобы проходить вот это все. Вот у меня все ивенты еще стоят. Вот. Все ивенты еще. Вот это более-менее сейчас прошла. Вот стоят, видите? Некогда. Вот. Более-менее где-то там собрала. Вот сюда бедные. Никогда не захожу. Некогда, бля. Вот это вот ждет. Насчет этого вот. Здесь 800 примагемы. Но я до 12 этажа еще ни разу не заходила. Даже 11 этаж очень редкий случай. Прохожу последние 9, 10, 11 этаж. Редко прохожу. Могу проходить только вот 2, а там дальше не подтягиваю. Нет времени. Для того, чтобы подтягивать, надо тут сидеть, блядь, ковырять. Если что-то нужно, там фармить, добавить, характеризировать и дальше идти. А у меня нет времени. Так что... Тимирка 545. У вас что, полночи, что ли? Или утро? Не хочу сейчас идти. Сколько время? Ой, блядь, 2 часа? Не. У вас 4 утра, нихуя себе. А я даже не заметила, что 2 часа ночи сижу. Вау. Пойду я тоже спать. Мне тоже завтра с утра на работу. Блин, ни на что не успел. Вот. Ну ладно, спасибо, что заходили. Я тоже пойду, конечно. Я не заметила, что 2 часа ночи, блядь, вот сюда зайду, за счет сегодняшний день, разочек тут тоже 20-ка есть. Заберу и все спать. Ой, блядь, вот здесь сидишь, блядь, не этот, вот камень-стака, этот, как раз камень-стака я вот здесь выбила. О, пришла. О. Эй, где камень-стака-то, бля? Обманули, что ли? Я же вроде бы... Так, заново зайдем, посмотрим, почему. Я же так и тыкнула на 20-ку, а нет, на Мору тыкнула, оказывается. Следующее. Еще один день. Следующий буду получать 20-ку. Ладно, завтра. Это 11-й день на почте онлайн. Ладно, тогда все. Мора тоже хорошая. Да, вам тоже доброй ночи. Спасибо, что заходили. Завтра, уже сегодня вечером после работы тоже зайду, поиграю. Заходите, пообщаемся. Удачи вам. Мне тоже пора спать. Всем пока-пока, кто заходил, кто посидел со мной. Спасибо за просмотр.